What do you find most challenging and rewarding about being a filmmaker? I like movies since I'm a kid. I had the chance to have a classmate in Buenos Aires whose grandfather was working in one of the main movie theaters in Buenos Aires. Every afternoon I would go with my friend to see 1-2 movies for free, and I turned into a movie junkie. So then when I moved to France, I kept on fulfilling my movie addiction and watching movies on TV every day and going to the cinema every day. To understand how these things that I like so much are created. When I was 17, I finished my secondary school and I went to a film school called Lumière for cinematographers. And then I discovered the joys of working with people you like, but mostly I'm having fun with my friends, trying to make funny images, scary images, sexy images that can get people aroused. And then the day you finally show those movies that are totally artificial on a big screen, you see the reactions of the audience. I had people fainting because of the fire extinguisher scene in Irreversible or another scene in Climax. I had girls telling me that they were overexcited by the movie Love. But it's funny, you feel like you're a joyful shaman providing to people what they really need. What film meeting person experience made you want to make films? The main film that wanted me to make movies is 2001: A Space Odyssey, that I saw when I was 6 or 7 years old in Buenos Aires with my parents. I liked it so much that every year they were replaying the movie, and I was asking my parents, can you bring me back? I want to see it, like kids when they want to hear the same story every night told by their mother. I wanted to see it every summer. I wanted to see 2001: A Space Odyssey. It took me years to understand the plot of the movie, but I was obsessed with that movie. Many years later, I had access to the movie industry in a way that allowed me to do Enter the Void, which is a kind of homage to 2001: Space Odyssey. What helps you to make movies is to meet people who show you how it works. And when I came out from the film school, I was 19 and a half, and immediately a close friend of my father, Fernando Solanas, who was an Argentinian film director living in France, proposed me to become his personal assistant, and I really enjoyed it. I was like the best friend of his son. He was like an adopted father or uncle, showing me how difficult it is to run a crew. He was also producing his own movies, so I understood all the money issues of being a producer. More than the film school itself, it was working with him as assistant director that showed me how much fun and how difficult it is to make movies. Why do we continue to make films today? Good movies are hypnotic. Bad movies or bad TV shows are not. Cinema is not always an art. It can be, in some rare cases. It's a conducted dream, and people enjoy those conducted dreams. It's just that the way movies are shown has changed a lot. There were temples called movie theaters, and you would see the movies on a big screen. Now most people have access to these things called movies or TV shows or series through platforms on smaller screens. So it's less of a religious experience than it used to be in the 30s, 40s, 70s. But it's still one of the most complex forms of mass communication. Can you discuss the role of film festivals and their impact on your career? I was lucky since I started making movies because my movies have always been selected by the Cannes Film Festival. When you show your movies in Cannes, then there are all the selectioners for other film festivals are there, so they invite you to Toronto, to here, head there, and you spend a whole year traveling, promoting your movie in different countries. I'm lucky that journalists and film critics like me. I'm always trying to be funny. So at a point, you become like a figure that people enjoy seeing. It's like a friend who comes back every year with a new story, and I would say I've been worldwide adopted for being the bad kid in school. My name is Gaspar Noé. I'm a lazy filmmaker who works a lot when he's making movies, but who enjoys even more watching Blu-rays at home. And well, that's it. Cut.